What's up, guys? Michael's Investing here, and I'm talking today about how I made 15,000% on Dogecoin and how to trade cryptocurrencies and stocks and what the signs are for when you should and shouldn't buy and how to know when it's a good buy. Alright, so here's the proof that I actually did indeed buy Dogecoin at less than half of 1 cent, and I sold with a limit at 8 cents. The amount that I sold is irrelevant, and I'm not going to disclose that, but do know that I perfectly timed this trade. And how did I do it? Well, I'm going to show you. So this is exactly what I look at. I look at Google Trends. I just look up Google Trends, and I search Dogecoin, for example, because I'm looking at Dogecoin timing. And so you need to compare Dogecoin interest over time versus what its category is. So that would be crypto in this case. Now, it's worth noting that at this point in time, December 2nd, Dogecoin, this 2 was actually relatively 100. So where you see this 100 now is because it's being mentioned more now than ever before, making this seem insignificant in the past, but this is what I had to work with, so it was scaled up to where this was 100. Now, around here was talking about like 10, 15, so when I saw this go from 100 down to 10, 15, but looking at the price, not seeing a major drop. So seeing a spike on December 21st, and then dropping down to around the 24th, 25th. Now I don't get this data until a few days off because today's the 31st. But we only have the 29th so far. But looking back, so around the 24th, 25th is when I started to say, like, all right, there's a slight recovery. And then I started to see here, wow, it was a major drop off. So that's how I knew when to buy. And so I bought on the 26th. And then I held for about until the 28th, 29th. So I sold, I think it was, let me check. I sold on the I bought on the 27th and I sold on the 28th. So yeah, I sold the 28th. And the price that I got was 8 cents a share, which was obviously higher than the average that I just showed. But the reason that I was able to sell then is because I noticed on the 28th, relative to this, you hadn't gotten this major spike yet. The stock or the crypto in this case was spiking higher than it should be. So I was actually looking at the 26th, 27th and noticing that the hype was overdone. You hadn't seen such a major spike in this crypto until then, but specifically in Dogecoin, it was flat. It was basically flat. And then on the 27th, which was the only data I had access to it was showing about 10s. So these were about 10s, which was comparable to when I bought, but the price was not comparable. So whereas I bought on the 27th here at less than half a cent, over here it was trading at 8 cents, and that just made no sense. So that's how I was able to trade the Bitcoin and the Dogecoin in this case. I've been able to trade the crypto in the past, but that's how you can trade it with general certainty that you're timing it correctly. And now, does this apply to stocks? So it actually does, in fact, apply to stocks. You just use the same similar concept. Instead of crypto, you're going to type stock. And instead of Dogecoin, you're going to type in this ticker. So for example, GameStop. As you can see, it's starting to trend a little downward. That's most likely due to the fact that it was a Friday instead of a Thursday. Thursday was when all the hype, but it can be indicative that if there's a major spike tomorrow or the next day, that it'd be time to get out because the trend is trending downward. But notice, back here, there was no information on it, so this wouldn't have worked so well. But as soon as you see this game go up to 3, and relative, that would have been much higher. This would have been almost 100. This probably would have been 100. So you would have seen this major rise right there. And then GameStop stock actually only being at, what day is that? That is on the 14th. So on the 14th, you see it's finally starting to get that bump from 20 to actually 40. But as you see, it drops right there. Trend drops right there. Or trend drops right there. So it takes this valley, and takes a little rest right here. So that would have been the time I would have bought. Looking at this trend, you see a spike right here, drop a little bit, share price holds is what you're looking for. You're looking for a hold when the trend spikes and then drops. You're looking for a hold. If this also went down, then that'd be more of a risky play, but since it holds, you know you're in the good. All right, so hopefully that helps you guys invest a little bit better. I hope you benefited from this, and I hope that was a little entertaining. But good luck, guys, and check out some more videos.